Archangel Michael says, "Be still and listen carefully, because something has been unfolding behind your back that you must not ignore. There is a pair of eyes locked onto your every step, and they're not random. This isn't a stranger or a passerby. This is someone from your past, someone who knows too much." Long before today, when laughter echoed in the playgrounds and secrets were shared in innocent trust, this person was once very close to you. But things changed. Time separated your lives, and silence grew between you. Yet even after all these years, something inside them refused to forget you. Their gaze follows you not just with curiosity but with an unsettling mix of longing, envy, and confusion. It's not coincidence that you felt watched lately. Archangel Michael says, they have returned into your energetic field not by accident but by design. You started noticing unusual activity on your social media. Your photos are being viewed by accounts that remain silent. A familiar name liked a post and then disappeared, but the impact lingered. You felt the hairs on your neck rise when you were walking alone. A car slowed down for too long. A sense of being observed crept into your dreams and your days alike. You dismissed it as imagination, as paranoia, but deep within, your spirit kept nudging you. That nudge was real. And now, the truth is revealing itself. This person, this old friend, is not watching you with pure intentions. There is a strange shift in their thoughts. They are trying to analyze your life, trying to compare it to their own. They remember the moments when you were vulnerable, and they believe they know your weakness. They think they still hold a piece of the key to your downfall. They believe they can control something. But they don't realize that the person you once were is gone. You have grown. You have endured. You have risen beyond the cage of the past. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Type Amen to get blessing 686. Type Amen to get blessing 912. Now, they've gone beyond watching. They've tried to contact others connected to you. They've been collecting pieces of your current life. Photos, addresses, even connections, they've been tracing the outlines of your existence. They think they're being discreet. They believe no one sees what they're doing. But the light always exposes the shadow. A message was typed out by them last week. They deleted it before sending it. But the energy behind that message still exists. They are preparing to step forward, but with what intention? There is a notebook in their possession. In it are pieces of you, your old handwriting, notes, memories, photos, even a small object that belonged to you once. You left it behind without knowing its weight. They've kept it. Archangel Michael says, this person thinks they are ahead in this game, but they're not aware that heaven watches you even more closely. A divine spotlight is now shining directly over this entire matter. You were meant to receive this warning today, not tomorrow. Your timing to see this is a sacred alignment. You are being guarded because there is more than just observation going on. There is an intention forming, a plan. And before it takes shape fully, you must know the truth. This old friend feels like you owe them something. Whether emotionally or spiritually, they believe a part of your current joy came from their sacrifice. They are wrong. You worked hard to get where you are. You cried in silence. You endured betrayals. You were forgotten when you needed support. But you rose. They didn't watch you climb, but now they want to participate in your harvest. They missed your winter and now they envy your spring. This is why the energy around you feels unsettled. This is why your name has begun to ring in circles that feel oddly nostalgic. Someone is trying to re-enter not to support you, but to possess you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Type Amen to get blessing 848. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. Their methods are subtle. They are following you under alternate names. They have even saved your images and zoomed into the details. They notice what you wear, who you're with, how your face has changed. They are not interested in healing the bond. They are interested in reclaiming control. What once felt like friendship has now turned into silent obsession. But heaven has dispatched truth into your soul. The moment you saw this message, your angels knew it was time to act. Archangel Michael says, "This is no longer a private matter. This is a spiritual confrontation, and you have the protection required to overcome it. You are being called to draw boundaries. To not engage where your peace will be disrupted. You are being asked to observe everything, but to move wisely and not react emotionally. A specific event is coming in 3 days. You will see a strange name appear online or someone from your past will randomly reach out. Do not respond immediately. Wait. Observe. Breathe. You will be able to feel if their energy is clear or contaminated. This is your test. This is your revelation moment. Heaven is showing you a flashback, an old photo, a moment from childhood, even a recurring dream. These are not random memories. These are spiritual flashpoints. Markers of what's returning. They are trying to re-trigger you. But you must remain rooted. You are no longer that child. You are a divine warrior with scars turned into stars. They remember your insecurities, but they don't know your current strength. They remember your laughter, but not the pain behind it. Now, you carry the sword of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Type Amen to get blessing 505. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They will soon show their face. Maybe through a message. Maybe through someone else. Maybe by coincidence. It will be the divine test. They are being spiritually nudged to come forward, and your job is to discern. Not all old friends are blessings. Some are delayed lessons. This time, you will not stumble. This time, you are not unguarded. This time, you are not alone. The universe has sealed you in light. Protection is no longer a request, it is a command. Your house has been anointed. The room you sleep in carries a hidden shield of light. You have been watched by divine forces even in your most silent nights. Archangel Michael says, you were always seen, even when others acted like you didn't matter. Now, that old friend who watches you will feel your protection. They will try to come near, but something will stop them. A strange interruption. A shift in energy. A divine wall. You have crossed into your purpose. You are being elevated silently. And because your elevation is pure, some people from your past cannot digest it. They expected you to remain the same. To stay broken. To remain lost. But you surprised even the heavens with your persistence. Now, your light disturbs their darkness. Your joy reminds them of what they lost. Your peace is their storm. Do not dim your shine to comfort old shadows. Let your new light blind whatever tries to trap you in the past. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Type Amen to get blessing 292. Type Amen to get blessing 404. Type Amen to get blessing 575. There is a journal in your possession, or there soon will be. Write in it tonight. Write what you remember. What you feel. What you sense. This journal will become your spiritual archive. It will become proof of your awakening. And one day, you'll read back and realize, you were always being led. You were never forgotten. You were not skipped. You were being shaped. This old friend will soon have a choice, to confront you directly or remain hidden. Either way, you will not be caught off guard. Speak softly. Act wisely. Keep your heart guarded. They may cry. They may pretend. But you'll feel the difference this time. You have evolved. You have entered your divine timeline. And from this point forward, no shadow from your past can cross into your present without permission. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Even now, as this message reaches your eyes, the energies around you are shifting. What was once hidden is being uncovered. What was once soft is becoming sharp. This childhood friend who silently watches has tried to recreate you in their mind. They rehearse conversations that never happened. They rehearse outcomes that only exist in their daydreams. They've told others, we were close once, but what they don't reveal is the reason you disconnected. They've painted a version of the story that centers them as the victim. But deep down, they know the truth of how they treated you. They believed they were entitled to stay in your orbit. But when you started rising, when you began embracing your destiny, they felt abandoned. Not because you hurt them, but because you outgrew what they represented. You weren't meant to stay in that old space. That street. That frequency. That dynamic. Your soul was made to evolve. And now, that evolution threatens the image they built of themselves. Because if you're thriving without them, it means they were never the core of your strength. That truth stings them more than you can imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 828. Type Amen to get blessing 989. Type Amen to get blessing 454. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They are hovering now. Watching your stories. Not reacting. Just collecting data. Waiting for a moment when your guard drops. But what they don't understand is that your spirit has already been warned. You've been waking up at strange hours for a reason. You've felt the heavy silence for a reason. You've sensed when you were not alone, even if no one was physically present. They are projecting themselves through the digital realm, through shared memories, through mutual connections. They are trying to slip into your space undetected. But your angels are standing at the gate. Archangel Michael says, this is not just about memories, it's about reclaiming your energy and refusing to be accessed without consent. This is why your phone might act strange. Why you might feel drained suddenly. Why your mind revisits places you had let go of. It's because they are spiritually pulling at your thread. But you are not unraveling. You are becoming aware. You are being awakened. And once awakened, nothing can trick you into spiritual blindness again. They may come in the form of nostalgia. A song. A childhood photo. An old email. But you must see past the surface. They are not coming as a friend. They are returning as a test. And you, beloved soul, have studied this lesson too long to fail again. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Type Amen to get blessing 646. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Type Amen to get blessing 525. They thought they could catch you at a moment of weakness. But they will be stunned to find that your strength has matured in silence. You no longer need closure. You no longer seek apologies. You only seek peace. Your forgiveness is not a bridge back into your life. It is a release. It is a boundary. It is a final seal. You are not bitter. You are healed. And in your healing, you've learned to hear the sound of manipulation even when it's dressed as kindness. Archangel Michael says, the moment you allowed light into the darkest corners of your soul, the past lost its grip on you. That friend, who was once innocent, has become tangled in comparison. They were loved, but they desired power. They were seen, but they wanted control. Now they can only witness your transformation from the sidelines. They can only gaze upon the blessings they no longer have access to. They may say you've changed. And you have. You were supposed to. You were meant to rise, not remain rooted in old wounds. You were chosen to grow, not stay caged in emotional debts. So walk tall. Move forward. Do not respond to every echo. Do not turn around just because a familiar voice calls your name. Familiar does not mean safe. Familiar does not mean good. Familiar is just another test dressed in old language. Type Amen to get blessing 700. Type Amen to get blessing 363. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Type Amen to get blessing 299. They are hoping your memory will open a door. But you must remember, not all memories deserve revival. This is your life now. Not a chapter in their story. You've crossed timelines. Entered portals of growth. Leveled up without applause. And in that rise, you've attracted watchers. People who secretly ask, how did they do it? But what they don't know is the price you paid. The nights you bled behind smiles. The hours you gave to healing, forgiving, rising. And now that old childhood friend watches you not to celebrate, but to measure, to compare, to infiltrate. But the wall is strong. The angels are near. The light is too bright for old shadows to blend in anymore. You are not who you were. You are no longer able to be tricked, trapped, or tamed. You are free. And freedom, once tasted, is never surrendered again. They underestimated your silence. They thought your distance meant confusion. But it meant clarity. This childhood friend still believes they can emotionally anchor you by appearing at the right time. They are convinced that nostalgia is a tool strong enough to reopen doors. But your soul has outgrown all emotional shortcuts. They've been trying to reconstruct their entry. They've asked about you indirectly. They've left trails hoping someone will inform you. But heaven did not allow those seeds to grow. Every attempt they made to enter through old connections fell flat. Conversations were interrupted. Messages were left unread. Because what is not aligned with your divine path must crumble before it reaches your presence. They even thought about appearing where they knew you'd be. But an unseen force prevented their footsteps. Your angels know that your peace is not a negotiation. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You will soon hear their name mentioned again. A friend may randomly speak of them. A post may come across your screen. This is not coincidence. The spiritual world is making their presence visible to you so you can act with wisdom and not surprise. You are not meant to fear this person, you are meant to outgrow the emotional reaction they still seek from you. They long to prove that you haven't changed. That you're still vulnerable to their patterns. But they will meet a different version of you. One that they cannot access, manipulate, or misread. They are chasing the version of you that no longer exists. Archangel Michael says, your silence is now your weapon. Your peace is now your protection. And your discernment is now your gatekeeper. There is nothing to prove to them anymore. You do not owe them explanation. You do not owe them conversation. What you owe yourself is continued growth, uninterrupted peace, and full permission to walk away. They will try soon. They will reach out, maybe under a new number or a fake account. They may even pretend to be someone else just to gather information. Be still. Respond to nothing immediately. Let every word they speak pass through your spirit for verification. Because they will mix truth with manipulation. They will smile through deception. They will act like the person they think you want them to be. But you are too awakened now. You are too grounded in your knowing. They no longer hold keys to your reactions. Only you do. Type Amen to get blessing 848. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Type Amen to get blessing 122. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The final test of the past always comes before your greatest breakthrough. And this person watching you, is the final test disguised in soft memories. They remember your voice. They remember your fear. They remember your childhood sadness. But they do not recognize your current power. They are about to feel it. You are being surrounded by a force so divine that even when they try to move close, their energy will be shaken. They will experience sudden delays. Their technology may glitch. People they try to use as messengers may retreat unexpectedly. Because heaven is not playing when it comes to you. You are in a delicate but powerful season where only those who match your healed frequency are allowed access. And anyone trying to sneak in with old tricks will fall into their own trap. Do not be surprised if you feel exhausted suddenly. That's the spiritual resistance pushing back against this uninvited energy. Clean your space. Light a candle. Speak out loud that you do not give permission for watchers, stalkers, or old manipulative spirits to enter your field. Command your space with authority. Because your power does not come from fear, it comes from knowing who walks with you. You are covered. You are defended. You are surrounded. Type Amen to get blessing 101. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Type Amen to get blessing 404. The time will come soon when you may cross paths with them. Whether by coincidence, intention, or surprise, it will happen. And in that moment, you'll feel a deep shift. You'll feel their energy like a gust of wind trying to knock your balance. But you'll stand still. Because you will remember this message. You will remember the warning. And you will smile, not in pride, but in peace. Because now, you know. Now, you are ready. Now, they can no longer shake what took you years to build. You were never forgotten. You were never alone. And anyone watching you secretly will soon realize that heaven's eyes watch even more closely. Their eyes are restless. They can't stop searching for you, on every screen, in every post, in every place where your name might echo. It has become more than curiosity. It's an obsession cloaked in quiet. They see your success, but they pretend it doesn't affect them. They see your strength, and they try to minimize it within themselves. But inside, they're boiling, because you've become everything they thought you'd never be. They still live in the memory of who you were. But they are now forced to witness who you've become. And that realization is haunting them more than you'll ever know. They whisper your name at night. Not out of love, but out of disbelief. They ask themselves, how did you survive all that? Type Amen to get blessing 505. Type Amen to get blessing 838. Type Amen to get blessing 929. Type Amen to get blessing 303. But God knows how. You were built through storms. You were forged in silence. You were polished by pain. So now, when they attempt to return with smiles painted over shadows, you must not be deceived. Your discernment is sharper now. Your soul has become a radar. You will feel it instantly, the shift in energy. The cold behind their warm greetings. The jealousy behind their compliments. The control behind their concern. They will act innocent. They will say they miss the old days. But deep inside, they are trying to measure if they still have power over you. They want to see if you'll flinch. If you'll open up. If you'll crack under memory's weight. But this time, you won't. Because your boundaries are no longer built on sand. They are built on truth, experience, and divinely guided strength. Archangel Michael says, you are not a character in their story anymore. You are the author of your own. They no longer have the ability to define you, shape you, or shrink you. You're not the same person who used to explain themselves, apologize for your existence, or beg for understanding. That version is gone. They will try to bait you with emotional traps. Remember when we laughed about this? Do you still like that song? Can we talk, just once? But your heart will whisper the truth, not all familiar voices deserve a welcome. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Type Amen to get blessing 787. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They've been rehearsing this moment. Planning what to say. Predicting how you'll respond. But they didn't predict your silence. They didn't prepare for your wisdom. They didn't know your angels have been months ahead of their steps. There was a time when you would have been vulnerable. When one message from them could shake your entire day. When one reminder of your past could spiral you into old wounds. But no longer. You've done the work. You've cried the tears. You've healed the wounds they helped cause. And now, they don't recognize you, not really. Because their idea of you is outdated, expired, and untrue. So when they come, because they will, you won't tremble. You will observe. You will feel their energy speak louder than their words. And you will choose peace. Because your peace is no longer up for discussion. You don't have to argue, prove, defend, or explain. You only have to protect your space. And that is what you'll do. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Type Amen to get blessing 696. Type Amen to get blessing 474. Your angels have surrounded your home. Even now, a divine glow is spreading through your space. The walls carry light. The doors are guarded by unseen hands. And no energy that seeks to drain you will be allowed in. This childhood friend may show up physically. Or energetically. Or through other people. But every version of their approach will fail if you stay grounded. Archangel Michael says, "You are divinely sealed." That which used to shake you will now bow to your alignment. The reason they cannot let go of watching you is because something inside them knows you were always meant to rise. And now that you have, it stings. They missed the moment when they could have supported you. They ignored the opportunity to love you correctly. Now, all they can do is observe. They are not meant to come with you. They were only a lesson, never your destination. You will walk with grace, even when tempted to react. You will rise in silence, even when baited with chaos. And when they realize they no longer hold a place in your soul, they will retreat. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Type Amen to get blessing 656. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Type Amen to get blessing 808. They had a chance to walk beside you, but they chose control instead of connection. Now you walk alone, but not lonely. You walk with angels. You walk with purpose. You walk into the season where every watcher will become a witness to your elevation. Some will clap. Some will curse. But none will be able to stop what's coming to you. This old friend thinks this is a game of reconnection. But heaven has already called checkmate. You've won by not reacting. You've won by healing. You've won by choosing the higher road, even when tempted to return to what once broke you. This is your final closure. This is your final warning. This is your divine protection in motion. You are seen. You are guided. You are free.